The next one is the emotional quadrant. And the biggest factor here are your relationships. Bad relationships and drama affects everything else. And there is nothing more destructive than a bad relationship. So in your life, you've had drama with people, be that your spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, parents, siblings, whoever. Say you have an argument with your spouse and then you go to work with that argument unresolved. How productive are you that day? Well, you're not. Your focus is on the drama for the day and it's horrible. So the point here is that drama completely destroys this quadrant and it ruins the others too. Of the 4 quadrants, this one is the most dangerous and destructive. So it needs the greatest attention to make sure your life is drama free. It will keep you stuck if you don't. Here's the thing. You need to take 100% responsibility for your relationships. If there is drama in your life, then that is your responsibility. You can't go saying, well, she said this and she did that. If you do that, you are giving that person the power. She may be pointing the gun, but you are giving her the bullets, and you are giving up your control of the situation. A good portion of drama comes from our family members. It comes from our romantic relationships and our long-time dysfunctional friends. We all have them. I had a long-time friend who was married with 2 kids, and he started getting into hard drugs and prostitutes and all this kind of shit. And I told him what was what. I tried to help him, and it just got worse and worse, so I cut him out of my life altogether. Now, do I still think of him? Well, yes, of course I do, every now and then. I love the guy. But if the people around you are involved in self-destructive behavior, which they won't resolve, despite you trying to intervene, well, you can't help people who won't help themselves. If they don't give a shit about themselves, then they won't give a shit about you. So cut them loose, it's not worth it. Trying to be successful is hard enough as it is, without having that shit in your life. If there is a difficult relationship in your life, then you need to resolve it one way or another. If it means spending less time with them, then so be it. If it means making a difficult phone call, then do that too. You must take 100% responsibility for your relationships, no matter what the other person has done or said. This affects everything else, so drama needs to be dealt with. Handle drama, say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done. Eradicate this immediately because it not only destroys the other 3 quadrants, but it also affects your other drama-free relationships too. This shit is toxic and needs to be eliminated, so take control of it and do it. The other relationships we need to discuss are relationships to cultivate that will help the other 3 quadrants. Now, I mentioned a trainer already, and that's a good person to know, but what about your business? What about your practice? Are there business relationships you should be cultivating on a daily basis? Write them down or write down what would make a good strategic relationship and make it happen. So how does this come into our 30-day plan? Well, do you tell your loved ones you love them every day? I tell my wife many times every day that I love her, and she does the same with me, and it keeps our relationship strong. Do you have a weekly date night with your husband or your wife? Do you involve yourself in your loved ones' lives on a daily basis, your kids, your spouse, your close friends and family? Are you 100% present in these relationships you have with people on a daily basis? Now, be honest with yourself, because a lot of times we aren't. WhatsApp and Signal and apps like that make communication super easy and free. I have 3 brothers, and I message with them in our little group every day. If you don't have one, put together WhatsApp groups for the groups of people in your life. I have one for friends from home in Ireland. I have one for friends here in the UK too, and I have one for my property investing friends and so forth. Also, make the list of people you want a strategic relationship with, in particular for your business, and send at least 1 email per day to one. Again, plot it all out on your 90-day plan, break it down to daily tasks and make it happen.